Hello everyone, welcome back to Joy's Creative Finger. I've put together a live build for the Hollywood Mansion as promised, and there is still the Pillar Estate live build to come through as well. But here's this one for you, and you have to follow the detail as you see set out here. So what I've done is put down this patio and leave a space, just one more grid, and then 3 grids in, and then you place down a 5x5 room, 3x5 room, and then these protrusions that give the build a unique look. We go ahead and then put down the entrance for this house, which is situated here, and then we have the very large living room and dining room. They're put together in this space situated here. So just make it into this square, which is a 9x8 room. Then you've got the kitchen and again the decorative protrusions. Now the reason I'm having to speak in this video, and I know I don't have to for some of you, but then again some of you might want a little bit of an explanation, is that I'm going to set the pulls out in a broken form because I have to do something to assist my balcony on the 2nd floor, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. So I've set the pull out this way, as you can see. The reason for that is I need to create a useless room that's going to assist me extend the balcony past its limit. So I'm just going ahead to fill up the spaces with the patio, and you can go ahead and use any patio paving color of your choice. I went for black. It made the building really pop with a mustard exterior. But for now, when you put down a patio paving, this is the patio paving style of choice that comes out by default. So we're going to change that in a minute while I just go ahead and fill out these spaces that you see here. And we have a little bit at the back over here and over here as well. Okay, so a number of you have asked about this particular paving. It's called the Health Spa Slate. We unlocked it during the update, during the spa update. And, you know, I don't know what to say. If you've not completed that event, then you won't have that particular paving. Now, there's a gap here, as you can see. We're going to make use of that, and here as well. Let's go ahead and put down a room. It's a temporary room. See it as some sort of, what should I call it? Scaffolding. So it's going to be taken down. And we're going to situate another one over here as well. They'll be removed, and then we'll extend the pool where it needs to go in the end. So we're going to go ahead and elevate this build to 3 floors, but first we're going up by 1. Actually, it's just 2 floors. And we're elevating this sauna space up by 1 as well, or pool house. And this one here. And we have to elevate this by 1 more floor as well. There we go. We're then going to elevate the middle build right here by 1 more, 500,000 simoleons, and that completes all forms of elevation. Now we want to place our balconies, and this is why I've created a strange room. So the balcony can now extend all the way out to the end here, but it's not meant to touch the useless building, or it'll catch on. So I have to move it by a couple of grids. Come back up and then extend all the way. Now that I've done that, I can continue to extend while I reduce the room, because you don't want the balcony to touch the room. If it does, you won't be able to delete the room unless you delete the balcony, and then you have to start all over again, and you don't want that. So keep moving away and extending your balcony to come out as far as you want it to. A number of you went ahead to do this in your town, and the questions started pouring in. Oh, my balcony doesn't get to the end to cover the elevators for the car garage. So this is how I do it. Okay, so we're done with this room. We don't need that room anymore. We've been able to extend the balcony to where we want, and we can now pull the patio paving all the way out to the edge of the plot right there. Next, we need to create the balcony that wraps around the master bedroom right over in this corner here. So now we have that room. It's possible to extend the balcony from this point on and all the way, you'll see, from this point to the top of the pool house or spa or sauna space. So we're going to extend that right across, and this is made possible because of that room on the edge. So I'm wrapping up here, and now we're done. I'm going to go down and delete that room. If you don't have that room, the balcony won't go that far, unfortunately. So now we're going to pull the pull along where it needs to go and attach this right there, and it's complete. Yay! So I had to talk through that so that I explain exactly what's going on. We now have another layer of balconies to place at the top, and that would be the roof, you know, as it turns out. So we're just going to cover up this space and leave a bit, and again over here, and leave that little bit in the front. Cover this patch up completely, and this section leaving those protrusions so they stick out and give that edgy look for a modern feel. Okay, so again, I'm going to use the Health Spa slate all over all the balconies that I have set out to keep it in uniform. So the only thing that's popping in color is the mustard fabulous looking mansion. Okay, and then I'm using the black iron balcony rails here, so it disappears, you know, into that shape of the house. And then I'm going to create these little rooms that are like towers. And the reason for this is I need to place windows. If you don't create a room, you can't place windows on them. And those windows gave the build a unique look. And so now I've done that. This is what it looks like when you're done. This is the complete shell for this house. I really love this house. It was fun putting it together. And there's that edge. Now I have to build the basement for this house. There is a nice big unit downstairs, isn't there, for maybe a guest, a family member or something. So the garage itself is an in-ground garage. That's the idea I had. So the section I'm putting together here is right below this area, and you have space for say 2 cars, 3 cars, it depends on what you want. But I'm going to go ahead, and I think this is meant to be a little bit bigger. I'm actually looking at the build as I go along. Yeah, and then we have a passage here with some boiler rooms, and then we come to the bottom part of the entrance of the house where the stairs continue down into the basement. Then you've got a big room here with a closet space and a bathroom and toilet unit. Okay, right, that's done, and that's the entire build. So I can of course go ahead and set down some room spaces here so you can see the floor plan. That's the master bathroom. This would be the master closet, and this is the master bedroom. And then we have the entrance upstairs, and then we have the laundry room and a bathroom and toilet, a closet space for the second room here, and the main room itself. So again, I'm filling out these little rooms with actual room spaces, and this, as I say before, is because I need to place windows on them. Now I'm going to go and get those lifts where I imagine that the cars could, you know, drive into them and it will take them down into the basement. So if you didn't complete the Grand Garages live event, this is one way to create some sort of garage in a way, a more unique one, I would say. Right, so this is exactly what it looks like. I absolutely loved building this house, but it took a while to put it out because I had some, you know, early access videos to put out over the last couple of weeks, so I've been busy. Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead and just cover up the floors and the walls because I don't like looking at it that bare. And then I'm going to set out the doors so you can see how the rooms connect to each other. And if you want to know where the furniture was placed, as I did in my tour, then of course go to the video and have a look at it and see where things were set out for some inspiration. And then of course you can go ahead and set it out the way you want. So I'm not going to furnish this house in this actual live build. Okay, so from this point on it's plain sailing. I hope you have fun recreating this in your town. But if you choose to upload it to any social media platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and so on, that's wonderful. But please don't forget to use the hashtag JoyceCreativeFinger when doing so. I also love it when you put the pictures up on the Facebook page so that we can comment and chat to one another and see what you've done differently. You guys are so amazing with your own ideas, and I really do get inspired by them. Well, thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you again soon in the next video. Bye!